So we had all day to wait. So we get up at 10:50, check out at 11, and then we're like, hey, let's walk to Cracker Barrel and waste Upsilon's money because they gave us like a $45 voucher. So we walk to Cracker Barrel, and we get the most expensive things on the menu, literally just to waste their money. And, oh my god, it was fantastic. So I had a great time. We walk back, we catch the next shuttle, we go back to the airport. Also, I don't know why they thought $45 would be anywhere near enough for an entire, pretty much day. Anywhere, especially with like the super expensive food in the airport. So I don't know what they thought they were doing. Anyway, we go back to the airport, we wait for a little bit, we go get food while we're there, we wait for a little bit longer, and then suddenly it's time to board on the plane and finally get going to England. Except it's not. They were like, hey, sorry to tell you guys, but we're gonna delay the flight. And me and Alex just look at each other and we're like, are you kidding me? So eventually, after the first delay, they let the pre-boards on, and then after a little bit, they're like, okay, everyone get off the plane, like, we're still having a problem. This time, they were having a door problem, and let me tell you, this wasn't the same plane as yesterday. And I also figured out, because of Alex, that yesterday, the plane had an engine problem, this one has a door problem, and they didn't have any backup planes. I swear to God, Upsilon, which owns most of, like, the aviation industry, for being a corporate giant, they don't have a single backup plane that they could use, nor do they have a regular single working plane, because these two different planes were both broken. Are you kidding me? What are the odds? I was like, okay, this is fine. And then after they took all the pre-boards off, I was like, okay, this is fine. And then they put everyone on, and me and Alex were like standing up at the front, and we were like talking to the hostesses, because we're like, okay, we want to know what's going on, as like, we want information as soon as it comes. Also, I just literally don't want to sit down anymore. So we're like standing up there, we're talking to the hostesses, and they're all really nice, by the way. And we find out that this whole situation, the reason the plane wasn't taking off was because they'd fixed the door. That was totally fine. For some reason, there was something to do with money that the mechanics were getting upset about, and so they wouldn't sign off the papers until they'd figured out the money thing. And everyone was getting antsy now. And eventually, like, a ton of people started crowding up at the hostess area, and they were like, well, they've already delayed the flight enough, like, there's another flight leaving in, what, an hour or, like, 45 minutes or so? Let us off and let us go get on that one. Just be done with it. And the hostesses are like, I'm sorry, like, we legally can't let you off the plane, so it's, like, we can't let you off the plane. It's just a safety precaution, like, it's a security thing. And everyone was starting to get antsy. Like, I was really tired at this point because I didn't really get a lot of sleep the night before, or I didn't even get any good sleep either. So I effectively haven't slept in the past, like, 24 hours. So I'm literally on this plane. This one woman is like, I'm getting really claustrophobic. I'm sitting here like, I'm about to have a panic attack because I am surrounded by people and this situation is stressing me out. Please help. Eventually, they get everyone off the plane, and me and Alex book for the next flight where we meet 3 other people, and so we all just turn into a pack of 5. So we are now traveling in a pack of 5. And so we go over to the other plane, which was going to be taking off at 9 o'clock at night. This was the original makeup flight from yesterday, like from the day before. And so, oh my god. We get there, we get checked in, and then they're like, hey guys, we're gonna delay this flight for cleaning, and I go, oh, just let me go home for the love of God. So this one, they actually, like, they got it cleaned in like 20 minutes, it was only like a 10-20 minute delay. So they boarded everyone on, we were waiting at the gate for a little bit, then they pushed off, we took off, it was fine. And I was like, oh my god, finally, but chances are this plane is gonna freaking crash. Oh my god, it didn't. luckily, so we flew, we got all the way there, and, so we land, the group of 5 gets back together, we go through customs. Customs was actually really fast. And then we, like, get our bags, and we go our separate ways, and we leave. And then, so I find the taxi driver who was gonna, like, take me to my house, and, I get in the car, I had this lovely conversation with him about what we would consider, like, useless degrees, and obviously, like, I have an American accent, it's very obvious to tell that I'm American and, like, not British. Unless I am doing a British accent, but that's for a different story. And we're talking about, like, useless degrees, obviously, certain kinds of control laws. I realize that could apply to different things, but, specifically First Amendment control laws in America, and, like, all of those different things. And one of the things he asked me is, he's like, why do Americans like this country so much? And I was like, I don't know, maybe it's the free healthcare. Maybe it's the fact that your food is actually made out of food, not some pink slime. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I don't have to worry about, you know, going outside or, like, going to school and getting, a new hole is how I'm gonna put that. In the words of Hell of a Boss, a new hole. I'm terrible, oh my god. I'm just like my grandpa, I laugh at my own jokes, I'm terrible. And I, like, just kind of start naming all these things, and I'm like, maybe it's the fact that, you know, everything's not exorbitantly expensive over here. I don't know, it just feels better because, like, it's not America. How about that? Like, how about that? Simply. I don't know, I don't really have any good reasons. I mean, I guess I do, but whatever. So that was my Upsilon horror story, which was absolutely terrible, and I wanted to cry the entire time, but that's okay, I didn't. And I made not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 new friends out of it. Let's go! Um, also, while I'm over here, I fully intend on recording some videos with some friends and continuing my reaction series and, like, trying to do some cool videos. Maybe eventually when I get my mask, if I get my mask before the 25th, I can record, I'm going out to do, like, Ninja Warrior with some of my friends, so if I get a camera and a mask by that point, or even if I don't get a mask, if I just get a camera by that point, I'll, record it and I'll make a video out of it, because I think that would be fun. Anyway, that was the majority of my story time. Probably gonna do another story time in the future, because I have, like, a lot of really fun stories to tell. I don't know, hopefully this story was interesting. Good lord. Oh, also, it's the Queen's Jubilee week over here, so for any Americans who don't know what that is, Queen Elizabeth has spent 70 years on the throne, and that is a record-breaking time to be on the throne, and so this week we are basically celebrating that she's been here for so long and the amazing job that she's done. And there's going to be, like, a ton of street parties. They already did the lighting of the beacons, they did a little bit of British history to talk about it, a little bit of the Queen's history herself. It was really cool. It was really cool. If you get the opportunity, I would look up the Trooping of the Colors, because that entire thing, really cool to watch. Also, as a former military person, kind of, I did ROTC, just in case you didn't know. I did have to learn how to march, and it was really funny, because I was watching the soldiers march, and I was like, oh, that guy messed up. Whoopsies! And I was just, like, picking out all the problems, because I'm just kind of like that. And it was also funny, because, like, I kind of know what was going through their heads at the time. Anyway, I have so many ROTC stories, so if you want me to tell them, I absolutely will. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna do it anyway, because I think they're funny. Yeah, it's probably gonna make some people mad, because I made some people mad just by living those experiences. But, yeah, we're gonna have some fun, is all I'm saying. Sorry, I just had a couple things run through my head. I was like, okay, how much do I want to say? So anyway, I've been going for 40 minutes. I'm probably going to chill out and probably sign off for now, but I will be making more videos, and I am super excited to do so. Oh, okay. Gotta do the thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that follow, hit that subscribe. You should just show a little support to the channel, because it really helps me out, and, every time I get a new sub, I get really excited. I think I'm up to, like, 14 on my YouTube now, so I will significantly lower the goal, but still a goal nonetheless. If I get to 20, I will bake a cake with my mom and my grandma, and/or my grandma, and/or just my mom, I don't know. I'll bake a cake with one of my family members, and I don't know, I'm pretty funny whenever I do stuff, because according to, especially my TAs, I do commentary, just naturally, while I do these things, and I'm really funny, apparently. So, if I get to 20 subs on my YouTube, I will bake a cake with my mom. It'll probably be a cake that could kill God, but that's okay. And if I get 10 followers on here, on Twitch, I will do a Ouija board stream with some friends that I will drag into it. Anyway, if you liked it, show some support, really appreciate it. If you want to be able to talk to me outside of my streams, join my Discord. It is linked in both my YouTube and my Twitch, so you can find it really easily. Yeah, and thank you so much for watching and listening to my stupid stories. I just made the weirdest facial expression after I said that. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is where you live. And remember to take a minute to sit and watch the world go by. Void, signing off.